He's just so happy to just be flying through the sky. I can't really blame him. Man, if we could just have like everyday jetpacks just fly around. Oh, get some health there. Yeah. No. Cuphead. Hello everybody, I am Kindly Keyin and welcome back to Mobile Monday. Today we're going to be checking out some more really strange Cuphead ripoffs on the mobile marketplace. But before we do that, last week, if you guys recall, we played a very strange Hello Neighbor game. In that game, you played as the neighbor and you were killing zombies, but they weren't just regular zombies. They were actually clones of the neighbor. So they were zombie clones of the neighbor. It was a strange situation. So I thought I'd ask you guys how we got ourselves into that situation and the story behind those events. So we're gonna read some of those comments here real quick before we jump into the Cuphead ripoffs. All right, so this first one comes from Shadowland123. He says, so what happened is all the neighbors from every video came to visit the neighbor, and there was a Dr. Hello that came and led them all into a trap. So he tried to clone them, but they escaped. But one got knocked out, but he needed one more test monkey. So he took a random guy, then he started cloning, but something went wrong. So he tried to keep them contained, but then they broke out and they looked uglier than they were, zombies. He tried to free the test monkeys, but one was full of zombies, then turned into a zombie. He had to free this neighbor, so he chose you, this neighbor, and then he turned away, went into his jet and left. So he left weapons for this neighbor to survive, and that's how it started. Dr. Hello. It all goes back to Dr. Hello, huh? All right, I like that one. Next one is from Ping Precious123. The neighbor must have made his own machine to clone him, but it went wrong because aggressive goo fell in. What's aggressive goo? Oh my gosh. It fell in the power to start the machine, so he didn't know, and he made a zombie. So the neighbor kept making more because he was being stupid and found out that he made millions of zombies. So the neighbor zombies placed guns on the floor and started eating the infected people in the neighborhood. So the neighbor found out he was the last person alive, so he got his bat and his fists, because remember, his fists are his greatest weapon, and he was ready to escape freedom. I like that the neighbor only needs a bat and his fists. That's all he needs. All right, this next one's from Ray2Dasher the Dragon. I like this one because he gives the characters names. My story is that neighbor, Rob, was kidnapped by the player in Hello Neighbor, Jimmy, and Jimmy took Rob to a lab, and other people tested on Rob and made clones to make powerful men because the neighbor is powerful. But the clones went wrong and became zombies. I hate it when that happens. And Rob somehow escaped when the lab was filled with zombie clones, and everyone from the lab left the neighborhood, but the zombies invaded the neighborhood. Gosh, it's the worst. And everyone left, but because the zombies were weak, no one else died, but they left. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I would leave. That's why there are only clone zombies and not different zombies. And then Rob met a cowgirl friend. Yes, we brought the cowgirl into this situation. That's right. And she wants him to save the city because she's lazy. She's just lazy. She doesn't want to do it herself. And Rob kills all the zombies, and at the end, he goes and finds Jimmy to get his revenge. Oh, all right. So that's the section of the story that we didn't get to see. Remember, the game just kind of froze on us and we couldn't continue the story. So eventually, Rob was going to go get revenge on Jimmy for turning his clones into zombies. I don't know. I like it. All right, next up is Richard Wright. He says, the neighbor lived in this small town before the events of Hello Neighbor. One day, a radioactive cloud hit the town. Luckily, he was in an underground bunker. Why was he in an underground bunker, though? That's what I want to know. I don't know. He's the neighbor. He's weird. Now he has to fight the zombies and destroy them all. In the end, he escapes and moves into the neighborhood of Hello Neighbor. Being paranoid after the events in this town, he doesn't want anyone going into his house because secretly he saved one zombie to study and locked it in his basement. The zombie is secretly the shadow figure that we see. He doesn't want us to snoop around at his house and discover the zombie that he is studying. Oh, I like this because it ties it all together. Now we have the story story of the Neighbor Adventure. What was the name of the game? Neighbor Adventure Escape? I don't know. I forget. So we have the story from that weird mobile game now merged with the story from Hello Neighbor. It's all coming together. Full circle. I like that. All right, so this one's gonna be the last one for the day. This is from Evan Spain. It's a long one. He says, the neighborhood was a quiet town in the middle of Canada. Okay, all right, I appreciate that. Nothing ever went wrong in this town. Sounds like a nice place to live. Although one day a new family moved into the town. Their family consisted of a scientist, the father, a housewife, and one son. A few years later, the father made a cloning machine, although the father had caught a horrible case of cancer while testing. That's awful. Let's just say it didn't work. A few days later, the father was laying down in the hospital. While they were testing to see if the mother had any signs of sickness, they found out that she was pregnant. 9 months later, the baby was born. On that same day, the father died. Wow, this is getting heavy. This is getting heavy. The little boy was devastated. He sat crying by his father's bed. "Come back, Daddy," he yelled. After a few years of sorrow, the boy finally decided to get over it. The mother had a little girl. She named her Cowgirl because she was very rowdy. Very, very creative name. Nothing else happened in that town for about 10 years until one day the boy, now a man, went to visit his father's lab. The biggest thing in the lab was a huge machine with a tarp over it. The man yanked off the tarp to reveal a cloning machine. You knew it was coming. The man doubtfully stepped in the first part of the machine and flipped a switch on the inside. Boom! The machine started running. The man felt a shock run through his body. Just then, a man popped out the other side. That's a weird situation. Although he doesn't look like a normal man, he looked like a zombie. Yeah, you guessed it. The man quickly ran out of the lab straight to his parents' house, only his mother was gone. Cowgirl was the only one in the house. So they're brother and sister, right? Am I getting that straight? I don't know. Let's move along. Before he could ask what happened to his mom, screams echoed in the distance. Cowgirl bolted out of the door, and the man chased after her. She led him to a street full of zombies. "Come on, you gonna fight or what?" said Cowgirl. And so the remaining two neighbors of the neighborhood were faced with the task of escaping from the zombies. Bravo. Bravo, Evan. Evan, that was a moving and touching tale of a man who cloned zombies of himself. Thank you. Thank you guys for submitting those comments. They were a lot of fun to read, but let's jump into some of these weird Cuphead ripoffs. All right, so here we are back in the Google Play Store, and we're just searching Cuphead here. You can see the first one is everybody's favorite, Cuphead Adventure. Glasshead and Bullman are at it again, but we already played that one. We've got Cup Jumper. This looks really interesting. Cup Jumper. All right, let's go ahead and try that one out. Okay, this one is interesting. Run Cuphead. I like how the Cuphead character, it almost looks like a Cuphead costume. It's kind of freaking me out. Also, I just noticed that he has a jetpack on his back. All right, that's gonna be an interesting one. Let's install it. Ooh, here we go. Cuphead Adventure World 2017, the sequel to Cuphead Adventure World 2016. There are 100+ levels in this game, so plenty of content. Let's go. Cuphead Epic Adventure. You know it's good if it has an extra E in there and an extra D. I like this text here. Run with Cuphaed and Mughaed. The title of this one got me. Amazing Cup on Head. That just sounds like a good time. Amazing Cup on Head is a classic action game that you can play easy without net, so that's good news. Let's install it. All right, so we're gonna start out with Cup-Headed Jumper. Look at how happy that guy is. That is a very, very happy Cup. Let's try it out here. Okay, I have to jump to the platform above me. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Just do something. Do I have to just time it right? Or I don't really understand the controls here. It's not jumping. Jump. Why aren't you jumping? Oh my gosh. Well, this is going well. Let's try to beat that. Let's at least try to get to 3. Here we go. All All right, Cupheaded. Oh, he's still alive. There we go. He's got like coffee in his head. All right, here we go. Yes. I need more coins though. Did I make it? I made it to 3. I broke my record. You know what? This game is actually not that bad. I like the art style. I genuinely like the art style. So it's got that going for it. Yes, the gameplay is pretty simple. And sometimes he doesn't jump when I tap the screen. Oh, that is frustrating. Okay, well, we made it to 5, and I think we saw pretty much the extent of what this game is. So now let's check out Cuphead Run. He's got a jetpack. He looks like he's a man in a costume. All right, let's give it a shot here. Okay, this is hilarious. This Cuphead with a jetpack just flying through the sky. Oh my gosh. Oh, we hit it. Oh, did we die? Oh, he just crashed into the ground. Try this again. Our best is 171M, so let's try to beat that. And oh, it's procedural. It actually changed. Look, now we've got lasers over here. Oh my goodness. This is very awkward to play. He feels very, very heavy. Like he weighs 1 billion pounds. With all these coins that he's collecting, he needs to drop these coins. Collect 50 coins in 1 run. I got an achievement. Is that a thing? I got a power up. Did it do anything for me? I don't think it actually did anything for me. Okay. I'm loving the jams too. This is a good time. Okay, yeah. Let's go, Cuphead. Flying through the sky. Living out our dreams. Let's grab that jewel. Get that power up. Not sure what the power up does, but I'm glad we got it. He's just so happy to just be flying through the sky. I can't really blame him. Man, if we could just have like everyday jetpacks just fly around. Oh, get some health there. Yeah. No, Cuphead. Do I... what? That was... Okay, so that was our power-up. Apparently, if we crash, we just blast the whole screen, take care of everything, and get back to flying, which is awesome. I missed the shield there. Oh, watch out for the rockets. All right, we're doing a good job. Look at this, 1400M. We are breaking records left and right. Also, I just noticed the background is not changing at all. It's the same background. Come on, guys. At least change the background on me. I mean, it's a nice looking, little garden there. We got some roses in the background, but I would love to see some more. Oh, that's a knockdown. Yeah, we ran right into that missile. Can I use my power up? Sweet, I totally can. Doop 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 doop. Are we dead? We're dead. We died. We died for good that time, but we made it 2,000 M's, and we collected a whole bunch of coin. What can we buy? Look, we can buy a revive, we can buy a shield, we can buy a green submarine and a red submarine. The red submarine looks like a plane. I don't think that's a submarine. All right, let's just buy some submarines. Also, the green submarine is blue. I do not understand. Let's see, does this change our skin? Let's go back. Yeah, look at that. Now we're Cuphead. I'm sorry, not Cuphead. We're Cuphaed in a green submarine that is blue and red. It's all very, very confusing. We crashed. Oh, man. Wait, do we have power up? No, we don't have power up. Now we're in a red submarine that is actually a orange plane. Also very, very confusing, but I love how happy Cuphead is. What a happy little guy. All right, I think we've had our fun with Cuphead. Let's move on to the next game. All right, let's try out Amazing Head Cup. Let's see what this is all about. Oh, we played this game. Yeah, this was the first game that we played in the last Cuphead ripoff video that we made. It wasn't very fun. I did not like this one. It's a little bit different. Like the saw blades look different than the last one that we played. But otherwise, pretty much the same exact game. I do appreciate that the background actually scrolls, unlike Cuphead Run, but otherwise, yeah, I don't think I want to play any more of this game. All right, up next is Cuphead Adventure 2017. Let's see what this is all about. What is playing in my ears right now? What language is this? I don't even know what language this is. That's great. This is a great jam. All right, let's actually play the game. Let's go to world 1. Let's go. Desert world? Yeah, bring it on. I'm not scared. Oh my gosh, look at this little guy. This is great. I love this little Cuphead. He kind of looks almost like Mario and Cuphead combined? Kind of hard to say though. This is so weird. Oh my gosh. What is this music though? The music is so strange. Okay, we're bouncing back. We're going the other way. I'm confused and delighted by this game. I don't know what else to say though. I mean, the Cuphead character is hilarious, and I do appreciate that they actually took the time to make a different character here. But otherwise, the game is very, very generic. I mean, we are literally just collecting coins and jumping over rocks. And cactuses. Screaming cactuses. This music, too. Oh gosh, we're going into mega mode. What the heck? Slow it down. Oh man, that was too much for my brain to handle. Okay, now we're going the opposite direction. This is always very confusing. Oh, we got a spring. Let's go off the spring. Yeah, there we go. Great job, Cuphead man. I don't really know what to call him. All right, we saw world 1. Let's see what world 2 is all about. Okay, it's a snowy world. They did say that there's over 100 levels in this game. So I imagine that this is one level. Yeah, okay, completed. And this is the next level. All right, let's go to world 3. Let's just see what world 3 is about. Okay, it's a jungle. That's fine. I think we've seen enough of Cuphead Adventure 2017. Let's move on. Okay, last but not least is Cuphead Run Adventure. Let's see what this is about. Okay, right off the bat, we got some jams that are kind of similar to the previous one. Let's play. Let's go to easy. Yes. Okay, tap the screen. Is this the same exact game? I think this is the same exact game, just set in a slightly different scenario. The music is the same too, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that this is the same exact music that we had in the last game that we played. We jumping over ninja stars? Are we getting chased by ninjas? No ninjas. So they just replaced the cactus with barrels and the spikes on the ground. And then they've got some fire hydrants in here. What happens if we run into the fire hydrant? We just die. The world's deadliest fire hydrants. What do you think Cuphead's doing in the city here? You think he's got like a job interview or something? He's running to his job interview. He's gonna be late. I like that idea. I like the idea that, you know, after the game, Cuphead had a lot of success from the game, yes. And he got a lot of attention, but he couldn't live off of the earnings from that game forever, so he had to go find himself like a proper office job. All right, so we did have some different difficulties, which I assume are just gonna change the level. No, they don't change the level at all. They just make it more difficult. I thought maybe it would change the setting, but we're still in the city. Cuphead still needs to get to that job interview on time. All right, guys, well, I think that's gonna do it for this episode of Cuphead Mobile Ripoffs. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching me suffer through more of these games. They're still very, very bad, but if you did enjoy this, be sure to hit that like button, and of course, if you'd like to see more, you can subscribe to my channel by clicking on that little circle with my logo in it right below this window. You can also watch more of my videos by clicking on the sides of the screen. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.